Hi guys. I'm not exactly sure if I'm even going to post this, where this is going to go. But something just happened to some people that I've met through the vlogging community, people I really liked, that I just kind of felt like I needed to address. One of the vloggers I've been following pretty regularly for the last year or so is a couple, and they've hit an impasse in their relationship. And their public persona was a happy couple together. And today, the gentleman of the couple posted probably one of the most heartbreaking things that I've seen in a long time, a personal explanation, because he does have a good heart, and he did not want to strand people who've been following him. They had like 15,000 subscribers, and he didn't want to strand them by suddenly disappearing, no longer posting. So he posted 5 minutes of his heart. And since that time, he's taken it down. From what I've been told, she has put stuff up on Instagram and taken it down, and vice versa, and back and forth. And there's a challenge to living in the public eye, even on this kind of a small scale. And for them, it's actually a pretty significant scale. One of my friends recently posted, or commented to me, I should say. She's not someone who does a public persona like this. But talked about how on social media we always put our best selves out and our happiest selves and our, the brightest, lightest of ourselves. And we ignore or hide the truth of what's going on for us. And it sounds like for a minimum of 2 months, and truthfully, I guarantee you it was longer than that, they were both hiding their truest selves. And putting the bright light out for people in the hopes that everything would be perfect. I'm a performer. When I'm not doing this kind of stuff, and when I'm not doing some other work stuff that I do, I am on a stage playing a persona and smiling. And I've had to perform the day my cat died, and I've had to perform running 101 fever, and I've had to perform... The only time I didn't have to perform was right after my father passed away. And if it wasn't for needing to be at funerals and things of that sort, I would have been on that damn stage. They talk about the show must go on, but sometimes the show is what saves you. And I know he is dealing with the realities of all of this right now, whether or not he can continue to live. These are Disney vloggers, and whether or not they could continue to live in Florida. And you have to make the best choices for yourself long term, because if you're not happy together, you're hurting each other. And the goal is to heal and to live the brightest and most joyous life possible. But it hits home for me, because you put on the face. He took the mask off. I literally wear masks. That's part of my field. And even when you don't wear one on your face, you still are wearing a mask. You're still putting on that smile. You're still putting on the show. And he dropped his mask today. It was heart-wrenching. As I said, it's gone offline and etc. And they need to do what they need to do for them. And there's that tiny bit of selfishness in the back of your head going, oh, but I enjoyed watching those. Oh, damn. And you know what? That doesn't matter. What matters is their healing, their health. What matters is their sanity. I do hope that for the long term, and hopefully even in the short term, that the stable situation shows up to help him, that he can go back to doing what he loves. Finding some way to let his heart be somewhere in the joy. Truth be told, some of what he's going to do if he continues to do this stuff is going to be pouring salt onto wounds. That's for him to decide how much of each he needs. I will absolutely miss everything that they've shared. Well, let me clarify. I will continue to watch what they've shared. Ones that I've missed and things I haven't seen, I will be happy to relive those memories and to laugh. Because whether they were vlogging separately or together, there was a lot of joy and a lot of fun in them. And I hope that continues. They brought a lot of happiness to a whole lot of people. And that should never be taken lightly. I am on baby steps of my journey here. I've had a channel forever, but it was just for some of the show footage I had done from a gazillion years ago. But you hate to see good people hurt. Who wants to see someone with a great heart feeling pain? And I've been on both sides of that issue. I've been on the side where I didn't understand what happened, and I've definitely been on the side where I fell out of love. And the person didn't do anything wrong. But people do change, people do grow, people evolve, and sometimes, unfortunately, it means they go in different directions. I do not wish what they're going through on anyone. I know it happens to people, it will continue to happen to people. But I really wanted to address that understanding of being authentic and to capture my feelings of understanding. I've been in that upheaval. Not knowing where I was going to live, not knowing what was going to happen. The only thing I did have was that I knew the cats were going with me. That was, and I don't even know if they know that. They've got two furry ones in their life, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard. I doubt they will see this, but if they do, I had the pleasure and the honor of getting to meet them very briefly this December. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for everything you gifted us with over the years. And thank you for doing it through your own pain. And doing it despite that. Because it truly was a gift, and it was from your heart. I loved the laughter. I loved the silly costumes. I loved the bravery you had to lay flat in the middle of a Disney park on the ground, because, wow. And maybe you'll find the ability to get that joy, whether separate or together. But know that what you created was no small feat. And it is okay to be human, and it is okay to feel your pain, and it is okay to take that time for you. And we'll be here when you come back. We don't unsubscribe to the channel. We leave it there. And the day you post again, you'll light up our day. We'll be so excited. I hope at some point in my future, if I keep doing this, that there will be enough of a following of people who find my joy infectious and find my comedy and my laughter and the way I bubble about this stuff, that they find it feels something for them, that it gives them that gift. There is pretty damn near nothing better than knowing that you've made someone happy. You have made us happy. I hope we can help you back. I see the outpouring of wishes and kindness, and That's no small testament to who you guys are and what you did. But it's hard. Even more hard than it is to go through it publicly. Because, yeah, it's only 15,000 subscribers. You're not millions of people. But it is. Any little bit of fame, any bit of support, you get that paranoia that you're letting your fans down. You know, when you think of the big famous stars and what they go through when something happens, and it takes the world with them sometimes, you know. This is a small microcosm of that. And I understand that microcosm, you know. And anybody who is in a very public world, other vloggers, all of you, you know, we keep our personal lives off of this, generally. You know, yes, there are some people who will, you know, do little bits and pieces of their personal life, but you edit it, you trim it, you hide the warts, you know. I've got makeup on my face tonight because you hide the warts. Well, not necessarily warts, but, you know, you break out, you whatever. But you hide the imperfections because you're not sure what that's going to mean. You don't know if you can afford to do that. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes it is about letting the world understand. You are loved by a lot of people because you gave it out a lot. Both of you. Both of you. But I hope in time you'll both find your ways back to joy and be in the right space with the right everything. And that magic, whether it's Disney magic, Universal magic, or just the magic of being who you are, will bring you back to that place of joy. So live the life you love, and love the life you live. Thank you. And brightest blessings. Toodaloo.